bottling it, mate. Plugging it, putting it where the sun don't shine. I've got to try and I can't refer to it in all its gory detail, man. Like bottling it, putting it up your behind, yeah. So I'll refer to it as bottling it or plugging it. One of those two. It's the best place to put it when you're banged up, yeah. Everywhere else, you're risking it getting taken. If you don't care about it getting taken, then put it somewhere else. But most people do, yeah. But they still put it in stupid places. They'll leave it in the cell. I've never understood people leaving anything in the cell. Why would you leave anything if you've got one? If you've got a phone, if you've got anything. Why would you leave it in your cell and you're always running the risk of a screw finder, ain't you, when they're coming in doing cell checks or they've got feeling a little bit nosy that day. And if you leave it anywhere on your body, where can you actually put it other than that they can't actually find it if they strip search you? Right? There's nowhere you can put it. You can balls it. They're gonna find it. Maybe like some people got the art of like standing there. They can put it sort of like between their. They've got big legs. They can put it right at the top of their legs and just sort of stand there and make out that there's a. If they can style it out, you know what I mean. If they've got the not bottle like, but if they've got the calm and the calmness and the nervousness, they can stand there and style it out. But most, you know what I mean. As soon as you walk off, it's gonna fall out. At least if it's bottled, even if a screw sees you with it, yeah, they can't do nothing. If it's gone and you refuse to give it to them, what are they gonna do? I mean, I'm sure I've given you the example. It's only a little. I was standing in the cell. Peter means cell. If I ever say Peter, it means cell. Rolling a zoot. I had a couple of bass shoots like sitting on the side, yeah, literally a couple. Screw crashed through the door. He went, oh, finally I got you. I went to walk and grab it. I just picked it up in front of him, sort of like dashed the zoot everywhere. Picked up the other bit. I mean, and then just bottled it in front of him, plugged it in front of him, sort of like put a hand out, just plugged it. It was gone in like a second, yeah. And his face up. So I didn't say it, but I think, what's your own fault? You shouldn't have come in gloating. Oh, I've got you now. Like in that 1 second that it took him to say that, I've gone, no, you ain't. Just blew the joint. No, you ain't. Plugged, gone. Give it to me. No. It's a couple of zoots, mate. Never. I was telling him straight. Never in a million years you getting this. You know what I mean? We stood there to and froing. Like he was gonna get me strip searched, this, that. He was gonna go and tell the officers. He wasn't gonna do nothing, mate. You know what I mean? Well, he could have. It wouldn't have mattered. But he didn't. We argued for 10 minutes. He fucked off. He just left. He was gone. A couple of zoots, mate. I've seen this with my own eyes. Geese on a visit, and there's other. If anyone's ever been banged up, yeah, people have probably seen it themselves. It's not that rare. Geezer got caught on a visit, getting sank. Screws like sort of tried to nab him. I'm with my visit. I'm not watching this watching it from the beginning unfold. I sort of like you see it when it's all coming on top, don't you? And turned my head, had a look, and he's up and he's like fighting them off, fighting all the screws off, pushing them away. And he's sort of like they've eventually he's going around a visit like plugging as he's going, yeah, sort of like trying to get it. Don't forget, this is happening quick, yeah. Like me telling the story, it's probably in real life it probably happened quicker than what I'm saying it. You know what I mean? And eventually they rugby tackled him to the floor, but that sort of like give him the push with his hand for the last bit. Gone, ticking down the block. I don't know. He's probably down in a week, 2 weeks. Didn't give it to him. They knew he had it. They had video footage of it. You know what I mean? There's the footage of it. There's the CCTV of it. You know. Nothing. Had to send him back to the wing. Just got to refuse to give it. I've gone into prison from court with a phone. Yeah. With a blower. Back in the day, like they've got chairs now. You have to sit on, yeah. And they go off like with the phone, Jay. So it's like I don't know, like an X-ray machine that you sit on it, go off with a phone. It's like if you've got a phone in you. But back in the day, it was just a pat down, even with a wand. Yeah, them wands don't show up phone. 99% of a phone's plastic when you think about it. So you know, I've literally gone in to prison through reception, through everywhere, and got how many searches you get. You know, drop your boxers and all this shit, twirl and squat or whatever they say. Nothing. You get through with it every single time. I mean, and all that. Yeah, squatting. That does nothing. I don't know why they do that. It's like I think it's like a humiliation ritual, mate. Make you squat. It's not going to fall out if you've got it up there, is it? It's not even going to fall out if you've got your cheeks. It'll just clench your bum cheeks. Saying that, yeah. Years ago, kid in Chelmsford, a kid got caught trying to nick chocolates, yeah, back from the visit. Screw strip searched him. I think he's one of them annoying people that was just making his life awkward. Like, you know what I mean? He got caught nicking it. Everyone takes sweets back, don't they? But they made him strip search, and he had it cheeks, and he dropped it. It was like Twix or whatever. Imagine getting put on closed visits because you try to smuggle a Twix back between your bum cheeks. Oh. I've literally been spun a million times. And when I say spun, it means they search your cell like unexpectedly. You'll be in your cell, chilling, whatever time, and they'll come through your door. Usually like it'll be lunchtime. They'll sneak to your cell, or in the morning really early when you're asleep, crash through your door and search things. Usually it's for suspicion. They'll say it's like just a random spin because they don't want to tell you. So they're not going to tell you that you're on suspicion of something, are you? Are they? So you play it. But if you've got it bottled, it don't matter. If you've got it hid behind your TV or in your remote, or you know what I mean, you took out the bit of brick or something, or your light switch. There's always a risk. There's always a risk that they're going to find it. I mean, the light switch is a pretty good place, honestly, if you can manage to get it off, because not many people know how to get it off. So if you get it off, I've literally seen people put bars of puff in it in one, like. But yeah, if you can be in your cell living. I mean, it's long, isn't it? It is long, but it's a prison. It's like it's not a natural environment, is it? It's long having to do this all day long. And if you've got something, what choice have you got? You got to do it. You got to do it. If you don't want to get caught with it, you got to do it. But yeah, if you want to keep your stuff and you want to be secure in the fact that you ain't going to, even look, someone's going to rob you. If you've got it bottled, mate. I mean, I don't mean like you giving the stuff to them. I mean, if they pummel you to the ground and knock you unconscious, they ain't going to get it if it's up your thing, is it? You know what I mean? There was a story in Pentonville, actually. I wasn't in the cell, yeah? Say on social, right? People who are in a cell. I was outside the cell, talking, probably keeping dog or whatever, like keeping lookout. And the people in the cell, there's a few of them in there. They're on there's like deals going on, yeah. Right back at the toilet, yeah. In the Pentonville, yeah. When your screws walk into the cell, the toilet's at the back, yeah. If you're looking from the cell as you're walking in the cell I'm describing anyway, the toilet would be in the right hand side, yeah, in the corner, and there'd be a little partition, yeah, a little bit of a wooden board. It would just be covering the toilet, yeah. So if you're sitting on the toilet, you're going to be over it, but it's giving you a little bit of privacy, yeah. Geezer was behind, like on the floor and round the back of the toilet, yeah. So like he was ducked down, so you couldn't really see him behind the partition. He had a towel laid out, all his weed out, yeah, making deals out, yeah. He'd all been on the visit. He's trying to bag up some deals, yeah. Other people on the phone, putting money, giving him money, you know what I mean, trying to buy bits. You put money in his account, he'll give it to you, you know what I mean. It's as easy as that. Or you want it for canteen or whatever if he wants bits and bobs. But so I might have been keeping a lookout, mate. Shows how good I was. Yeah, screws are coming down the landing. They've managed to get to the door. Like said, like what's happening? but there's loads of them. They think something's going on. They know something's going on. Maybe someone's walked past a cell. There's grasses everywhere, by the way, in jail. Yeah, it's everywhere. And if anyone's ever been G-Wing Pentonville, yeah, I might be talking rubbish, but I'm sure it's the biggest wing in Europe, or one of them. Yeah, so you can imagine how big it is. It's massive. Think how many grasses are on that wing. It only takes one grass. Someone jealous, or someone trying to get put on enhanced or something. You know what I mean? Or someone thinking they're going to get bail because they grass someone up. You know, to go to the screws. Oh yeah, they're doing this in there. Or they could have been watching him because he was a bit hot, this geezer. Yeah. Or a screw could have walked past the cell, and don't forget he's got a couple of ounces of weed out. Yeah, so it stinks even with the door shut. So a screw could have walked past. You're not going to knock on the door every time a screw walks past, are you? You go, oh yeah, the screw. You know, you're just going to be calm. You know, let him do his business. He could have walked past and he could have smelt it. It could have been anything, yeah. But anyway, screws are coming. Screws are coming. No one's got nothing away. Screws crash through the door, yeah. Right, matey with a thing, with a blower, yeah. They're not on him. They want matey on the toilet, yeah, with all the weed on the floor, right? So they're trying to crash through. There's probably, not including the geezer with the weed, yeah, because he's sort of like, he's not involved in pushing the screws back, yeah. So there's probably 3 or 4 people in the cell already, including matey, who are pushing the screws and not letting him get back, yeah. Like, whoa, and matey with a phone, swinging his arms about, yeah. We're outside. I'm outside the cell, right, watching all this. I can't see what's happening inside, yeah, but I can see matey with his arms flailing. And then he's managed to throw the phone out the cell without any screw seeing it. And they're crashing through. There's loads of them, yeah. I'm not going to give it up. I genuinely can't remember how many screws yet, but there's loads of them. Like they're all coming. You know, you see it coming down the landing march. They're all coming to crash through the door. That's why I'm thinking like a screw smelt it or someone's grass up. There were so many, and they just come marching down the fucking wing like ready to go. Anyway, yeah, things come out. No one has seen it, and it sort of landed near the bin, like. one of the cleaners have picked it up, yeah, like the wing cleaners, prison clean, like a prisoner. Didn't try and nick it. He's done the right thing. He's picked it up and hid it, yeah. But everyone see it come out except the screws, like, what? Picked it up, yeah, and hid it. All the while, matey on the toilet, they're all holding the screws back, yeah. This is what I'm saying about if you just bottle it, they're all out holding the screws back, yeah. Fucking, what are you doing? Like going mad. This is a disgrace. This is our social. What are you doing? Mate, he's grabbed it, put it, just, I weren't in the cell, he's grabbed it, scrimped it out and bottled it, bottled it, and then just gone, come then. Probably ripped himself apart doing it. I bet it wasn't a smooth process, yeah? Took him to the block. Give us what you got. No. He said the same thing I said when I plugged a couple of zoots. He said the same thing, yeah. Fuck. He went, listen. He went, you think I got ounces and ounces? He went, I've just bought a fucking bag. Yeah, I was splitting up, blah blah blah. Yeah, I've got 2 zoots. Like I've got 2 zoots myself. You're not having them. I plugged them. You're not having them. We know you're talking rubbish and all this. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've got 2 zoots. You're not having them. He's down the block. I don't know, down there for a week, 10 days, 2 weeks. Come back on the wing, big grin on his face. Everyone's like, oh sweet. Nothing they can do. They know he's got it. Nothing they can do. Know what I mean? There was another one. Again in Pentonville. My pal, yeah, was going out on a visit for someone else, his cellmate, right? In the afternoon. It was an afternoon visit, 2 p.m. start. And this was the biggest parcel I've ever seen anyone bottle in my life. I mean, this was 6 ounces of weed, 5 grams of crack, a phone, it looked like a BMW key fob, yeah? So that's what it looked like, a little tiny little phone. 5 grams, 6 ounces, and a phone. And that was probably it, right? And they put the weed in a vice, yeah, and got each ounce, mate. So like that thick and probably that big, round. Like actually that's the size of it. There you go, like that, and probably the size of my fingers as well. Yeah, that was it. Solid like a rock. They were like rocks. You'd kill someone if you launched it. Yeah, right. 6 of them. stacked up, yeah. So, like that, massive, yeah. But don't forget, it's not just the weed, it's wrapped, cling film, the coffee, pepper, whatever, yeah. Painted over it, then you got to wrap it again. It's not just one layer. You don't want the dogs to smell this. This is weed, yeah. Wrapped up. So by the time he's finished, he's probably looking like a bog roll, and like just a tube. Like, what did that look like I was doing? But it just looked like the tube, yeah. It looked like a tube, a toilet roll tube, right? The cardboard bit. He's gone out on the visit. I'll go back a little bit, yeah. I've come out in the afternoon. I got unlocked to go work, yeah. I thought I'm not going to work this afternoon. I've gone up. I've snuck up to his cell, yeah. Talking blah blah blah, and I've just said like I'm gonna wait in your, because he's told me he's coming back early, right? He's not gonna sit. He don't know the person. He's gonna get it and come back, sit there, have a coffee or whatever, and come back. Yeah. I'll wait in his cell. I lied then, right? So I've hid in his cell. He's come back. Say the visit starts at. It's not that hard to hide. It wasn't that hard to hide. Like for a couple of hours in G Wing, it wasn't that on it. Don't forget, I've got unlocked to go work, mate. I've just gone upstairs and gone in his cell, and he shut the door. Screws don't. That was out. That's literally as scientific as it got. If anyone's wondering how the hell did I get into his cell? I literally got unlocked for movements, or blagged to get unlocked, or because whatever. I got to let me go and talk to the SO or whatever. Went straight upstairs. Went in his cell. He shut the door. Boom. See you later. I'll be back in half hour. And that's basically what happened. He's come back, and he's walking like, I'm saying he's walking like John Wayne. He looks like John Wayne on the horse. Like he can't shut his legs, mate. He's in agony. And then he's telling me straight, once the screws have opened the door, he's told the screws got a bellyache, and the screws have off. But listen, he looked white anyway. He looked like he was greening out, having a white, yeah. You can imagine, mate. Right, a tube, a toilet roll. He's gone upstairs, like thing, and he's like sweating on his head, sweating on his top lip. Look, I've come out from wherever I was hiding, yeah, and he's gone, oh mate, I couldn't even plug it all, like, and he's turned around. Looks like he's got a towel. Looks like he's got a towel. Like, whoa, looks like he shit himself. Like, you know, I'm like, oh mate, he took it out. We're sitting there now, yeah. He split all this. He went, I can't hold all this. I can't take all this. Yeah, there's no way I can like walk about and hold this forever and a day, right? Anyway, his cellmates come back eventually from wherever he was. I'm still in the cell. I've been in there all afternoon. He's come in. Screw still don't know I'm in there. Mate, he's come in. Got the door shut. There's 3 men in this 2-man cell, and I do not belong in there. Yeah, this is like, the screws will see this as an escape attempt as well, yeah. They would as well. And I'm all like, mate is looking like, and he's telling mate, he's like, I can't hold all this, yeah. And then like, mate is looking at it, and he's going, well, we can't split this 3 ways, because mate is looking at it, and he's going, well, I can't even hold half of this. I don't know how you just took all of that. So obviously I've jumped in and wait. We'll split it 3 ways. I'll hold it. Mate who it's belonged to, who's gone, yeah, sweet, lovely. Like, my other pal who actually just took it, we know each other from Roger. He's like, he knows what I'm like. He thinks, oh no, there's going to be trouble. There weren't. But I could tell by his face he weren't happy, yeah. I've just jumped straight all over his feet. I thought, sweet. Mate, he's gone, listen, all I'm holding is weed, yeah. 2 ounces, I think I was holding. Well, we was 2 each. And he just was like, just smoke whatever you want. He went, I've mainly got this for me to smoke and have a good time with and all that, yeah. He weren't even selling the wire. He was keeping that for that night, for himself. He was just selling a bit of the weed and smoking the weed, yeah. So he just said to me, just smoke as much as you want. What? So I was on the ones at this point, yeah. I'm on the ones, yeah. Screw's always walking about the ones, and my cellmate was an insider, yeah. He's one of the people that he basically works for the Samaritans. He's trained by the Samaritans. My cellmate at the time, an insider is if you say you feel suicidal at 3 o'clock in the morning, get on your bell and go, Gov, I want to talk to an insider. This person's trained especially, so the screw will go and get the cell, like my cellmate, at 3 o'clock in the morning, take him to the cell. In Pentonville, we used to get put in the cell with a person, yeah, in their cell. So there's some places where you both get put in a room and stuff, yeah. But in Pentonville, you've got, so they crack the door at 3 in the morning, and that's a trusted job. And so like you got to go, blah blah blah. And this whole cell was stinking away 24 hours a day, and he was on it as well. He obviously I'm sharing it, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the screw, it's a good thing that the screws like the parents really kill every day. I mean, the SO on the wing was the sweetest SO, corrupt as anything, yeah. Kept coming on every day. It was like, listen, boys, mate, you stop, like, you're smoking this all day long. Can't you just smoke it at night? It's like, well, yeah, but even at 3 o'clock in the morning, they crack the door. It's that, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. You keep it bottled. What can they do? What can they do? I mean, drug test you, drink vinegar. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing they can do. Yeah, bottle it. It's the only way. It's the only way to fly, man. If you enjoyed that, hit subscribe, and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.